clear, we were facing something no one had prepared for. And I'm just feeling this drive to go find my son.
Tonight on Survival Mode, one of the costliest natural disasters in U.S. history, Superstorm Sandy. The massive 2012 storm, which was the result of summer and winter weather conditions colliding with extreme force, killed dozens of people.
And check this out. Destructive winds swept through Vietnam as Typhoon Kajiki made landfall earlier today. Authorities had to shut down schools, 2 airports, and organize mass evacuations from coastal provinces as Kajiki, the 5th typhoon to hit Vietnam this year, churned towards the Southeast Asian nation. More than 40,000 people had been evacuated in low-lying coastal communities as of this morning.
Wow, a little bit closer to home. Luckily, more mild for us.
Yeah, fortunately, nothing like that. No tropical disturbances. In fact, a taste of fall. Relatively calm weather. There's that chance of a few storms on Thursday, and as it goes this time of year, the cool air, it doesn't stick around long. We're going to be warming things back up next week, and not really a lot of rain to speak of, so we may be drying things out pretty significantly as we round out August and head into September. Time's just ticking away.
Oh my goodness, I know. Kids are going back to school.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, Doogs, thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.